Have you ever said to yourself, I'll start praying more tomorrow? I'll get serious about my spiritual journey soon? But then, nothing changes. Days become weeks, weeks become years, and your soul keeps waiting. It whispers to you in the quiet moments, nudges you through synchronicities and calls out through the longings of your heart. But life gets busy, distractions pull us in, and we push that yearning aside, telling ourselves later. Today, let's talk about how to stop procrastinating spiritually, and start living from a place of purpose and peace. Spiritual procrastination. It's not about being lazy, it's about being disconnected. It's a subtle, often unnoticed delay in tending to our inner needs. It's when your soul is calling you to grow, but your habits pull you away. You feel the nudge to explore your inner world, but everyday routines and distractions keep you anchored in the mundane. It's that feeling deep inside, that yearning for something more, for a deeper connection with yourself and something bigger than yourself. It's a whisper that grows louder the more you ignore it. It's that pull towards meaning and purpose that we often silence with the noise of daily life. The hustle and bustle of our daily routines drown out the call of our spirit. Spiritual procrastination sounds like, I'll meditate tomorrow, I'll start that spiritual practice next week. It's always a future plan, never a present action. I'll reconnect with God when I have more time. I'll read that spiritual book when things settle down. But things rarely settle down, do they? I'm too busy right now. There's always something more urgent, more pressing, more immediate. We fill our days with tasks, to-dos, and distractions, convincing ourselves that spirituality can wait. We tell ourselves that we'll get to it eventually, but deep down, we know that something is missing. There's a void that no amount of busyness can fill. We feel that emptiness that no amount of external success or achievement can fill. It's a longing that persists, despite our best efforts to ignore it. Spiritual growth doesn't come when life is convenient. It doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It comes when you prioritize what truly matters, when you make a conscious choice to turn inward, despite the chaos around you. It comes when you make space for stillness amidst the chaos, when you choose to listen to the whispers of your soul over the noise of the world. It's about finding moments of peace in the midst of the storm. It's about creating space for something deeper, something more meaningful, to emerge. Think about a garden. A garden needs care, attention, and time to flourish. If you neglect it, if you don't water it, if you don't nurture it, it won't flourish. It will struggle to survive. It might even wither away. The same goes for your spirit. Your spirit is the same way. It needs nourishment, it needs attention, it needs your presence. It needs you to show up consistently and with intention. So how do we stop procrastinating on our spiritual growth? How do we break the cycle of delay and avoidance? How do we bridge the gap between knowing and doing? It starts with small, intentional steps. It starts with recognizing that this journey isn't about adding more to your plate, but about making space for what truly nourishes you. It's about choosing to prioritize your inner world, even when the outer world demands your attention. We delay our spiritual growth for many reasons. These reasons are often deeply rooted in our psyche and can be difficult to overcome. Sometimes it's fear of change. The unknown can be terrifying, and stepping into a new version of ourselves requires courage. We cling to our comfort zones even when they no longer serve us. The familiar feels safe, even if it's holding us back. We're afraid of what we might find, afraid of the unknown, afraid of transforming into someone new. This fear can paralyze us, keeping us stuck in old patterns. Sometimes it's guilt from past mistakes. We replay our errors in our minds, believing they define us. We carry the weight of our past, the shame, the regret, and we believe we're unworthy of love, forgiveness, and connection. This burden can be overwhelming. We build walls around our hearts, convinced that we don't deserve to experience the divine. These walls keep us isolated and disconnected. And sometimes it's the illusion that we'll always have more time. We procrastinate, thinking there's always tomorrow. We tell ourselves, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll get to it when things calm down. But tomorrow never comes. But the truth is, there will always be something. Life is full of distractions and responsibilities. Life will always have its demands. If we wait for the perfect moment, we might wait forever. And if we wait for the perfect time, we might find ourselves at the end of our journey, wondering why we never started. Regret can be a heavy burden to carry. But here's the truth, spiritual awakening isn't about perfection. It's about the journey, not the destination. It's about showing up, as you are, with all your flaws, fears, and doubts, even if you feel unworthy, even if you've made mistakes, even if you've been distant. the divine is always there, waiting for you to return. The divine doesn't need perfection, it needs your presence, your willingness to be vulnerable and open. It yearns for your authentic self, flaws and all. Your true self is enough. Imagine a child coming to their parent after making a mistake. They don't need to be perfect to be loved. Do they need to be perfect to receive love and forgiveness? No, they just need to be themselves. They just need to show up, to be present, to be open to connection. This is the essence of spiritual growth. Your spiritual journey is the same. It's about coming home to yourself, to that place of love and acceptance within you. It's about coming home to yourself, to that place of love and acceptance within you. Embrace your journey. It's about releasing the need to be perfect and embracing the beauty of being perfectly imperfect. Start today, as you are. You don't need to climb a mountain or spend hours in meditation to connect with your spirit. Start small. Start simple. Start with 5 minutes a day. Don't wait for the perfect morning, the perfect space, or the perfect moment. Just start. Sit in silence. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And another. And another. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. Notice the sensations in your body. Be present. In those 5 minutes you can reflect. Think about what you're grateful for. What brings you joy? What are you struggling with? What do you need to let go of? You can pray. Talk to the divine, whatever that looks like for you. Share your hopes, your fears, your dreams. Ask for guidance, for strength, for peace. You can meditate. Focus on your breath, a mantra, or an image. Let thoughts come and go, without judgment. Observe them like clouds passing by. The key is consistency. Those 5 minutes practiced daily will become a lifeline, a sanctuary, a source of strength and clarity in your life. Creating a physical space dedicated to your spiritual practice can be incredibly powerful. It doesn't have to be grand or elaborate. It could be a small corner in your bedroom, a cozy nook in your living room, or even a spot in nature that brings you peace. Find a place where you can disconnect from the outside world and reconnect with yourself. A place where you can quiet your mind, open your heart, and listen to your intuition. Add elements that enhance your connection to the divine. A comfortable cushion or chair, a soft blanket, a candle to light, representing the light within you, a journal to write down your thoughts, feelings, and insights. Surround yourself with objects that inspire you and remind you of your spiritual intentions. Crystals, stones, or plants that resonate with you. Images or statues of deities or spiritual figures that you connect with. Inspiring quotes or affirmations that uplift and motivate you. This sacred space becomes your sanctuary, a visual reminder of your commitment to your spiritual growth. It's a place where you can escape the busyness of life and reconnect with your inner peace. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. They are woven into the very fabric of our daily lives. Our phones, our computers, our televisions, they're constantly vying for our attention. Notifications, messages, and updates keep us perpetually engaged. And it's easy to get caught up in the endless scroll, the constant noise, the need to be entertained. We find ourselves lost in a digital maze, moving from one distraction to another. But every time we give in to distraction, we're choosing to disconnect from ourselves, from our spirit, from the present moment. We lose touch with the essence of who we are. We're delaying our spiritual growth, one notification, one email, one episode at a time. Each moment spent in distraction is a moment lost in our journey towards self-discovery. So how do we break free from the grip of distraction? How do we reclaim our time and attention for what truly matters? It starts with awareness. Awareness is the first step towards transformation. Notice how often you reach for your phone out of habit, boredom, or the need to escape. Observe your patterns without judgment. Pay attention to how you feel after spending hours scrolling through social media or watching television. Are these activities truly fulfilling you? Are you energized, inspired, and fulfilled? Or do you feel a sense of emptiness creeping in? Or do you feel drained, empty, and disconnected? Recognizing these feelings is crucial. Once you're aware of your distraction patterns, you can start to replace them with devotion. Devotion to yourself, to your growth, to your inner peace. For every scroll, replace one moment with stillness. Allow yourself to be present, to breathe, to simply be. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and connect with the present moment. Feel the air fill your lungs and let it ground you. For every notification, replace one moment with gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. Think of 3 things you're grateful for: your health, your loved ones, the roof over your head. Let gratitude fill your heart. For every episode, replace one moment with prayer or meditation. These practices connect you to something greater than yourself. Connect with the divine, quiet your mind, and listen to your inner wisdom. In these moments of devotion, you'll find true peace and fulfillment. Your soul is waiting. There is a version of you, calm, grounded, radiant, waiting on the other side of resistance. A version of you connected to your purpose, aligned with your values, and living a life filled with meaning and joy. Your soul is not asking you to be perfect, it's asking you to be present, to show up, even when it's uncomfortable, even when you're afraid, even when you feel unworthy. Don't wait for a sign, this is your sign. You're not too late, you're right on time. You don't need to have it all figured out, just take one step closer. Today, one deep breath, one silent moment, one word of gratitude, that's how transformation begins.